Hello, I'm Lucy from Colouring in the Midst of Madness, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Ivy and the Inky Butterfly 2019 calendar by Johanna Basford. So this is a normal size wall calendar, so it's 12 inches by 12 inches, which is about 30 centimetres square, and it is quite significantly bigger than the book, as you can see here, which also means that the images inside are quite a lot bigger than the originals in the book. Which means for people who have got vision issues and problems with motor control and stuff like that, this is a really good option because the spaces are all quite a bit bigger. So I'll show you through all of this and talk you through some of the features as we go through. So the paper is pretty thick. It's not card, but it is pretty thick. And you can use most mediums on it, but I wouldn't use alcohol markers unless you're going to colour your way through it as you go through, because otherwise you'll end up with all sorts of stuff on the reverse. So this page I coloured with Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils, and the tooth is pretty good for pencils, so you can get lots of blending and shading and layering, which is really useful. Water-based pens don't bleed, so you really can use kind of whatever you like. The calendar is made by an American company, so as you'll see it starts on a Sunday. British calendars actually start on Mondays, so you can always tell the difference between them. And it took me ages to find that out. I always wondered why some calendars start on Sundays and some start on Mondays. But there's a really good selection of images in this calendar. I think it's probably my favourite one. I've had all of the Johanna calendars, and sometimes I'm a bit disappointed with some of the images that have been chosen, but actually I think these are really lovely. They're a really good assortment from the story, and there's plenty with sort of space around them so that you can do backgrounds if you want to, and kind of add your own take to the pages, but you equally don't have to. The major holidays are all listed for each date, along with the country that they're celebrated in. The paper is kind of a creamy, I don't know, it's not very yellow, so it's nothing like as yellow as the original Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest paper. I'll just grab back my UK edition of the book. So as many of you will know, there's a comparison video on this site that I did of the UK and the US editions of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and the paper is different in both, so it's slightly yellower in the US edition and slightly whiter in the UK edition, and this paper for the calendar is kind of a mix of both, so it's kind of in between them. So it's a really nice colour, but it's not sort of harsh white. And there's lots of little leafy accents everywhere. So yeah, as you can see, these images are really blown up compared to the original. So I'll just find this one so I can show you the size difference. So as you can see, the spaces are much, much larger on the calendar. So you've got a lot more kind of wiggle room, which is really good. And there's all sorts of stuff you can do with the calendars because they're really nice to have during the year. But then obviously because of the spiral binding, you can remove the pages and then frame them or gift them. So it's not kind of a one-off thing. And it also means that your colouring isn't kind of stuck in a book. You can show it off to friends and family. These would also make really good gifts, either coloured or just as calendars. Because the images are really lovely even in just black and white. And the spiral binding is really good because it means that you can fold it back on itself for ease of colouring, because it is a bit big like this. You would not believe the trouble I've had trying to get this set up for filming. I've currently got my boyfriend holding the tripod and me trying to stay out of shot. Because it is really huge. So And this page I did with Dough Intense pencils, and I activated it with water, and as you can see it really hasn't kind of buckled the paper or anything. It's not bled through, so you can use almost any medium you like. Just steer clear of alcohol markers unless you're colouring as you go through the year. But anything else, water-based stuff, pens, pencils, you name it, glitter glue, you can add all of it. So yeah, that's probably everything you need to know. I can't think of anything else to tell you. But do check out my written review below. That'll be in a link in the description box. Because yeah, this is a really lovely calendar. It's the only one this year. Johanna normally publishes 2 each year, but this is the only one. But it's really pretty. I think it's a really good choice of images. And there will be photos on the review of each image, so if they're a bit small on this video you can go on there and you can see them a bit larger. And yeah, I think that's everything. So do please give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think in the comments, and do subscribe to my channel, because very soon I will be showing you these, which are the 2018-19 16-month weekly colouring planner. That's a hell of a mouthful. And the page a day colouring calendar, both by Johanna Basford. So yeah, those videos will go up at the same time as this, so they'll be up for you to watch whenever you like. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!